Our first case comes from TikTok user Nick, who started documenting disturbing paranormal activity happening inside his home, where he lives with his grandmother, who suffers from dementia. And what began as concern for her waking up in the middle of the night turned into documented evidence that something genuinely supernatural is in their house. He posted a video and genuinely scared. What first alerted Nick that something was wrong wasn't just his grandmother's behavior, it was their dog's reaction. The dog would suddenly start growling aggressively, as if sensing something threatening that humans couldn't see, and dogs are known to detect paranormal presences before people notice anything unusual. And he also stated in the caption, a statue in their home suddenly fell over with nobody near it. And then, something even stranger happened. A robotic vacuum cleaner appeared in the middle of the floor and started moving on its own.
It's just a Roomba. You're freaking me out. What is it?
The Roomba started moving without anybody starting it. Here's what makes this terrifying. That specific Roomba has its own documented haunted history that Nick had already shared in a previous video. In a follow-up video, Nick posted an update.
Alright. So this is in response to last night. My grandma loves to collect little figurines. One of my grandma's little angels fell off the fridge last night.
He was showing that an angel statue had fallen during the night. And what's significant is that the kitchen counter was filled with many different objects sitting there, but only the angel statue fell. And it happened specifically at night, when his grandmother was standing there with a dog growling beside her.
You see how far back they are. Genuinely. I mean, the significance of an angel falling and not legitimately anything else she has.
The combination of his grandmother standing motionless in the dark, the dog growling with unusual aggression, and the angel statue falling created what Nick described as an almost demonic situation. As if whatever presence was in the house was escalating from moving objects to creating an oppressive, threatening atmosphere. A house where a haunted Roomba moves on its own, statues fall without explanation, a dog senses threatening presences, and multiple witnesses confirm spirits are active. Would you stay there, caring for a vulnerable family member while this activity escalates? Let us know in the comments. A woman posted a video from her home security camera that went viral, and what it captured is extremely difficult to explain. Her young daughter being violently pushed by something completely invisible. The family was preparing to travel when their security camera captured the little girl suddenly being pushed with enough force to knock her completely off her feet and onto the ground. When you watch the replay carefully, the way she falls makes it clear this wasn't a slip or stumble. She was forcefully shoved by something that isn't visible on camera. The force of the push is what stands out, because she doesn't just lose balance or tip over. She's propelled backward and hits the ground hard, as if someone shoved her with both hands, except there's nobody near her when it happens. What makes this even more disturbing is what the little girl says when her parents ask what happened.
Did
A ghost.
a ghost?
A ghost can hurt me.
A ghost came and hurt you? I don't understand.
She clearly states that a ghost pushed her and hurt her, and she's not confused or uncertain about what she experienced. She directly tells her parents that a ghost came and hurt her, and her parents are shocked because they watched it happen on camera and have no way to explain what pushed their daughter. And unfortunately, the little leg got broken. What do it was? Comment down your thoughts. Our next case comes from a TikTok account literally titled Live in Haunted House, where a mother documents the escalating paranormal activity inside her home, and what started with toys turning on by themselves has progressed to something physically attacking her daughter. These paranormal activities was happening inside her home after toys began turning on by themselves. Cupboards kept opening with nobody near them, and objects would suddenly fall for no reason. But what she captured on camera went far beyond objects moving on their own. For weeks, the family experienced escalating phenomena throughout the house. Children's toys would activate and start making noise despite nobody touching them. After these incidents, they posted a terrifying incident. The daughter playing peacefully with a doll when suddenly a slapping sound is heard on the audio, and the girl immediately starts crying and runs back to her father in fear. And when father asks what happened, the daughter says the doll smacked her face and finger, and if you listen carefully to the recording, you can actually hear the distinct sound of something hitting her right before she starts crying. What makes this case disturbing is the escalation from harmless phenomena, like toys activating, to physical interaction with their child, which suggests whatever is in their home has progressed from making its presence known to directly engaging with family members. In another video the mother shared, a door in their house slowly opens completely on its own, with nobody near it and no air current that could push it, swinging wide as if someone invisible just walked through the doorway. And this happened while the family was watching it in real time. A house where objects move on their own, and now a doll has physically attacked a child on camera with a slap audible in the recording. Would you stay in that house? Let us know in the comments. A security camera inside a hotel in the United States captured something that validates what employees have been reporting for years. The hotel, built directly next to a large cemetery, is genuinely haunted, and the security guard has been documenting this ghost multiple times.
Oh, and it says they hang out and dwell around graveyards. And you know the story on that, right? When Mike hired those two native spiritual people to come here and do their stuff, they said it's not the hotel that's haunted, it's the graveyard.
The staff believes the figure comes from the cemetery next door, where bodies were dug up when the hotel was built, and they think disturbing those graves created the paranormal activity that's now trapped inside the hotel.
Oh. So this service road here where Danny and I used to park, that's the old Stony Plain Road. Do you really think when they dug up all the bodies here, That was a good one. Moved them over to the graveyard.
They dug up the bodies and what?
Before this hotel.
The footage shows a transparent figure moving through the hotel hallway before disappearing and then reappearing in a different location. And the security guard filming explains that he and his co-worker Danny have seen this entity multiple times before. Many viewers commented on the posted and shared their experience with the foe. One woman wrote she experienced something creepy in restaurant, while another comments and assures there are spirits in the hotel. They posted another video which camera again recorded something. Let's have a look. You can see the chair shift and move on its own while nobody is sitting on it. And when asked how he knows so much about this ghost's behavior, he explains that he and Danny caught it earlier when Danny was locking up the games room, and he freaked out when he first saw it and tried to record it, but the camera wouldn't let him capture it at first.
See him?
Yeah. I saw it.
Hey, Noel. What's up?
Oh yeah, I see it again.
Yeah, let's try and sit in the chair. Sometimes he'll stay there for a minute.
He is. How do you know this?
Well, because Danny and I caught him earlier when Danny was in the games room locking up.
When asked why the ghost is still there lingering in the hotel, the guard explains that according to paranormal research, spirits sometimes get caught in a vortex and remain stuck in locations, unable to move on, which might explain why this transparent figure keeps appearing in the same hallways and trying to sit in the same chair night after night.
I freaked the fuck out because I saw it. And then I tried to do a video review to record it, and it wouldn't let me.
Why is it still there?
Well, because if you read about it, they get caught in the vortex. And they linger around for...
The hotel built next to a cemetery where security guards regularly document a ghost trying to sit in a chair, caught in a vortex and unable to leave. Do you think disturbing graves trapped this spirit? Let us know in the comments. Late at night, a home security camera in the United States captures something that three sisters discovered when reviewing their footage, and what appeared behind their front door has no rational explanation. Two sisters walk into their house and leave the front door standing open because their third sister is still outside getting something from the car, but while the door is open, the security camera captures something terrifying that none of them noticed at the time. Watch closely behind the open door. A strange, dark figure suddenly appears in the space behind it, as if someone is standing there hiding, and then, just as quickly, the figure vanishes. Here's what makes this impossible. When the sisters close the door moments later, you can clearly see there's nobody standing behind it, and there's nowhere for a person to hide in that space. The sisters were terrified by what the camera had recorded and uploaded the video online, asking for explanations. A dark figure appears behind an open door and vanishes with nowhere to hide. What do you think was captured on that camera? Let us know in the comments.
This footage was captured inside a high school in El Paso. It was late at night, and the school was completely empty. But what happens next is disturbing. In the footage, tables and chairs can be seen moving on their own, not slowly, not subtly, but violently. Within seconds, the furniture begins to slide across the room, and one chair is even thrown through the air, as if pushed by an unseen force. Everything happens at once, no one else is present and no clear explanation. Do you think something was there? Let us know in the comments. In Japan, a garment factory had been experiencing some seriously strange activity. In recent days, the factory had suffered multiple thefts, which is why CCTV cameras were installed throughout the building. However, instead of catching a thief, the surveillance cameras captured undeniable footage of something far more disturbing. When the factory owner saw the footage, she was shocked but not entirely surprised. In fact, she claimed she was glad. This is what happened first. One particular sewing machine suddenly begins working on its own, as if someone invisible is sitting there and using it. But then, things escalate.
噂はしてるんですけど、実際にはどういう現象なのかはわからないですけど。このマネキンも夜に急に動き出したら怖いよねとか、ふざけて服を着せたりもしてましたし、お気に入りでしたね。
A mannequin inside the office starts moving on its own. And just when it feels like it can't get any worse, this happens. A cart begins rolling across the floor completely by itself. What makes this even stranger is what the factory owner said afterward. She explained that the workers believe these events were caused by Ms. Tanaka. According to her, the sewing machine that activated on its own once belonged to Ms. Tanaka. The mannequin that moved was also her favorite. She loved dressing it up and playing with it during breaks. The owner believes that all of the strange occurrences were the work of Ms. Tanaka, who had passed away. Ms. Tanaka was deeply loved and is still greatly missed by her coworkers. Rather than being afraid, the owner said she felt happy as if Ms. Tanaka had returned one final time. In September 2019, CCTV footage from Deer Park CBS left many people questioning whether the place might be haunted, because what was captured on camera was far from normal. In the first part of the footage, a door suddenly swings open, as if someone has just entered the room, but no one is there. Moments later, things escalate. A locker can be seen violently rattling and shaking, as if someone is deliberately trying to force it open. The movement is aggressive and it doesn't stop there. Suddenly, the locker door flies open, and the items inside spill out onto the floor, just like when someone forcefully opens their locker in anger. Yet once again, no one is visible. So what do you think it was? Let us know in the comments.